Okay, so I did my own brain breaks and taking breaks for the kiddos so they're not too overly crazy. So, and I know that you all kind of do them too. So our agenda for our meeting is just intro, talk about behaviors, both negative and positive, what do you see in your classroom, go over the PowerPoint, questions, feedback, learning activity, and closing. So then table of contents, what we're going to have in the PowerPoint is the vision statement, problem, negative behaviors, the research, interventions, and the outcomes. So, won't read you the whole vision statement because I know you can read, but just basically that they'll be given brain breaks so that they're able to work calmly without going nuts and going crazy. So, basically that's all we're going to do. So, I define negative behaviors in my room because I know it's different than what would be in y'all's room. So, like, negative behaviors are just anything that disrupt learning for themselves or for others. And so, examples of those would just be like calling, shouting out, or making noises. Up out of their seat. They know they can get up at certain times, but when they get up, when they know they shouldn't, or if they're just up walking around just to be up, or if their hands are on other people. So I found this really awesome website, and it has it here where you can look at it, and it just tells about why they need more recess and the benefits of it. And then I like the article because it goes into if it's more of a problem, then there could be this reason, or this reason. It's like a parent, doctor kind of website and magazine. And so it helps not only physically, but with their social, emotional, and intellectual development as well. So getting the move helps them all the way around. And then I put my class demographics in there just to show, like, out of the first graders, I have 21 kids, or did since I moved, and 16 of them are boys, and so we only have 5 little girls, and all the girls are pretty quiet, and they don't really talk and do as much as the boys do. And so I also define what a brain break is, and that it's not recess, it's not getting out all the toys, that it's usually just getting a song to play and they get to dance and move around during the song. Just get up and stretch or do yoga movements, or just if they do get some toys out, it's like Play-Doh or drawing, but it's not full recess, and it's no more than 5 or 10 minutes. So why brain breaks? Research shows that younger students need to be up moving around more than just in their seat, so they have different choices, and usually I'll let our leader of the day, or I'll pick someone to pick a brain break, and they'll get to pick like Go Noodle, or I have popsicle sticks with ideas on them, or they just get to pick a song to dance to if we don't do toys. And so I counted all of them, and for all 21 of them, we had 151 kids, or 151 times that a kid did something. Like, holy cow. And so one of the 151, they just some sort of negative behavior. And Wednesdays and Mondays were the worst, and those were the days that we don't have walking tracks, so when they come in, they're already like they have to sit down, they don't get to move. So that's what I figured was most of the reason. And then when were disruptions the worst? Like, the worst time of the day was right before lunch, after they've been sitting for reading and journal for a long time. And then after language arts and math centers, like kind of in between and during those times, because they've been sitting and working for a long time then too. So after seeing how many disruptions we had, we started the brain breaks, and we did 2 per day. So we did them before lunch, so they got to get up and move before they had to sit back down at lunch, and then another after language arts center, so kind of between language arts and math. And then recess was at 1:30, so they were kind of staggered through the day. And so that seemed to help, so they went down from 151 to 91. And Friday was the worst day, and I think on this week, like, we had assembly and all that, so I'm sure that's why that they didn't have their normal schedule. And so what to do now? They've gone down, but they're still not great. And so we've made brain breaks shorter, but there's more frequent. So now, if they need them, we have up to 5 brain breaks a day, and they're no longer than 5 minutes. So they're not longer. If they're not 5 to 10, it's 5 or less. And so we only implement as needed. So if they're working good, then we just keep working through. We don't have to have one every day. And then I just put when they have them. So we have them before specials, before they leave, because we're reading and doing morning work. And then after reading, and when after journal, and after language arts, and after math centers, and then recess at 1:30 still. And if, like I said, if they're working and they're doing good, then we don't have them. And then it helps. So week 3, they only had 55, and Monday being the worst. And I think, again, is they're tired and not ready for school, and they'll get to get up and move a whole lot. And then Friday, probably another assembly and just crazy. And so also for school and home, we try to communicate both so they know what's going on. So we send their star chart or their behavior chart, color dojo points for other teachers. And we do, like, we tell them why they have them, and they can communicate and see, like, why they got stars down or for what or what were they doing. And then they see, like, behavior plans that go home, because I have some kids that are way more specific than just the color chart, and they say, well, this is what he or she did all day. And then parents also have my cell phone number, so they can call me or text me anytime that they want to, and they also get to